Hello. Hey, Carolina. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, my microphone's over here again. I did it again. Every time I start a stream, I always forget I have a microphone and that I need to use to communicate to the world. And so, yeah, there's that. Anyhow, awesome. Let's see. Bad Dude Court is here as well. What is going on? Bad Dude. Bad Dude Court. Happy 2020. Oh, hey! So good. Oh boy, Duda. Yes. Hello, Sachin Raj CP from LinkedIn. How's it going? Albus Original, good to see you. Bad Dude Court, good to see you. Somebody else chatted. Who? Cross Keys. Cross Keys. No, you don't have to touch React if you don't want. Whoop. It's getting. It's awesome. Cross keys, no. So the idea today. So today we're talking about registering blocks only with PHP, which is possible in the Gutenberg plugin right now because it is not really functional. So okay, so here's the history. Here's some history. So like when blocks first came out way back in the day, right? We did everything inside of PHP, and then we did have to we added a couple JavaScript files to handle the editor experience, right? And the like the save and the edit. But it was all pretty much done inside of PHP. So like you would run this sort of thing, right? Like I don't even have an old way of registering it. But what we can do now is we can do this entirely in PHP without JavaScript at all. Dave Martin, hi. Thanks for saying hey from Bloomington, Indiana, over there on the LinkedIn. Appreciate you. Yeah, so there's some setup here. So what we have to do, I have all these tabs and we're going to get to it all. I'm going to get rid of that. What's this? Is this it? Okay, so I'm gonna go to my plugins page. I'm gonna go, so I have Gutenberg installed. I don't think I have any experiments enabled. So let's just check that. I'm pretty sure there's no medical experiments enabled. Right, okay, so there is not. So that's cool. So you just have to have the plugin enabled. And that is because it is new-ish. Like the way it works now is new. So if I were to turn this plugin off, all right, let me just show you. So I have this really simple plugin. Hey, Sachin, Raj, we're over here in Twitch with the chat if everyone wants to come over there and chat. But otherwise, I can say hi to you. I see it. I see you. All right, so the important feature here that we need is this doodad, this dealio right here, which is called auto register. I believe if I were to make this false, this block would no longer appear. So it's the auto register thing that we want. Yeah, so this block does not exist, right? I'm going to make some changes here. This is going to be Twitch. This is going to be PHP only block. Thank you, GitHub Copilot. So this is the important part. So we want to set that to true, right? So the rest of this stuff, I think we can just hide this. Let's see. I don't even know what's oh, maybe I need to have, maybe something needs to be, let's check. I don't know what we need to have enabled. I'm assuming probably title. Oh, do you know why that error fired? I'll tell you why that error fired. You just wait, because I changed the name of my block. So I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to refresh this. And I'm going to go in here. I'm going to look in widgets. So that's where it should be. Where's widgets? Okay, so it doesn't look like it's showing up in there anywhere. Don't see it. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so Twitch PHP only. So that shows up right there. So that's kind of ugly, right? And this was kind of the experience prior to 22.3, which is the latest version of Gutenberg. 21.8 is when I believe this was actually added. But that's kind of a poopy experience, right? Like there's no, can't see what it is. Do you want me to zoom that in a little bit? Maybe I'll do that. So now we have all this awesome metadata. So we can actually do this. We can change the icon. It's like this, the smiley icon, which is my favorite. All right, and so we'll save this. Now we can start seeing that we can build this out a lot nicer. Loading and loading. I have it in here twice apparently. We'll get rid of that. All right, so now we can see we have this custom title. Crosskeys has a question. How painful is it switching from core Gutenberg to plugin Gutenberg? That is an interesting question. So the way to think of it is, well, this is how I think of it. So the plugin is the newest development, right? Is the new features that are being worked on, and it's published every 2 weeks. So week 1 we have a release candidate that goes live, and that's when all the packages are updated. And then week 2 we get a new version of the plugin. So the version of the plugin adds to core. Let's think of it that way. It will have features that you can use, that you can opt into. Okay. Yeah, sure. So it's not painful because unless you're using the cutting edge stuff that is experimental, that is not finished, you're not really going to hurt yourself too much, right? If you keep up with the versions of Gutenberg, you can test these features. And then it's not technically stable. The entire plugin is not technically stable. Certain features will be stable and added to. So it's not like if you enable this, all of a sudden everything's going to break. If you enable it and don't do anything with the new APIs, there might be some things that like there's backwards compatibility that always comes into play. You're not going to enable the Gutenberg plugin and then and WordPress is not going to work. That's never going to happen. Now, what might happen is you enable the Gutenberg plugin, you come over to the experiments here, and you decide you decide that you want to enable some experimental blocks and start messing around with that stuff, and that might cause problems as you move forward because like there's warnings right here, like these blocks, So if you want to use it, you can, but you have to be aware of what you're trying to opt into, right? And testing is the way to do it, right? So make sure that you test stuff. Now, the thing about the Gutenberg plugin is that all of these versions get rolled up into the next major version of WordPress. So the versions that we're dealing with right now, like I can't remember what the cutoff was for 6.9, but these features that we're talking about today, the PHP only blocks, they're going to be rolled into 7.0, barring some crazy all of a sudden, oh, we can't do this, we have to roll it back, right? So don't worry too much about it. This is definitely something that you'll want to test and then work with before you say deploy to your client site. But when I was at 10up, we almost always installed and enabled the plugin because as the development moves forward, you get access to a lot more features a lot faster. Madtown Lems asked a question. What's this question here? I think, and by the way, thank you for the first time chat, Mad Time. I think I missed or don't understand why the Gutenberg plugin is needed. So the Gutenberg plugin is needed because these features, the code does not exist in core right now. This was a new addition added in version 21.8 of the Gutenberg plugin, which does not include the code that we're looking at today. But this should be the next major version of WordPress. Anyways, yes, I did work at 10up. It was a fantastic experience. I loved all of my time at 10up. It was amazing. Shout out to Jake Goldman. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. So that's what we're working on today. So yeah. So again, I can't stress enough that it's safe to use. You know, with great power comes great responsibility, to quote Uncle Ben. But you know, you should be fine as long as you're not doing the crazy stuff and relying on all the cutting edge things for your features. But it's a great way to go in and experiment. Cool. So where was I? Okay, so now we've got all of these things, and we can do this. So this mirrors a lot of what you're going to see in like a block JSON file, right? So we have name, version, all this stuff, you know, icon, category, description. I don't know if we need stuff like this. Like, I don't think that's really gonna do much. I don't know what let's see. Oh, interesting. I wonder if it supports example. When it shows up in the widget. Okay, hold on. I need to refresh this here. Go into widgets, just around here somewhere, my custom thing. So no preview available. So if I were to add example in here, and just leave it as an empty array, what does that do? Sanan WP on YouTube is asking, this is not merged to core yet, right? Do you know when it will be merged? Well, as I said earlier, the versions, okay, cool. So that does support title. So the versions of Gutenberg, there's a whole slew of versions of Gutenberg. Like, so it'll be most likely in version 7. Oh my god, it will most likely be going this in here. So let's just see. WordPress 7, which is targeted to release. Oh, okay, here's the roadmap. Oh wait, here's a really great link here. Let's see. So 21.8. 6.9. So everything after 21.8 will go into 7.0. So I did test this without the Gutenberg plugin, and it didn't work at all. So maybe I know that there was a version of Gutenberg that one of the pull requests that started this process was included in, but I would imagine it probably didn't expose enough things. So yeah, so probably sometime in March or April, when 7.0 comes out. All right, where was I here? What am I doing here? So plugins, this thing. Okay, so this is really cool because now we've got our hello. Same, sweet. So this is done with server-side render. That's how this is actually getting rendered. And so there are some docs, actually, if I can find them. Where did I put the registration of a block? So here are some docs that you can read. It's pretty, it's pretty straightforward. So but you can actually add some supports in here, which is kind of neat. And I have been looking at, like, there's an unstable thing. So I'm just gonna add this. Now, I did a little bit of digging, but I didn't do much homework on this because I wanted it to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to everyone else. Does it drive everyone else crazy that you have to do these alignment things? It drives me nuts. Absolutely nuts. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, so let's see what happens now that we've added. All right, so what I did was I added a color control there. So I grab this. Now we've got text, yellow, background, blue. Beautiful. So my guess is that we can add any control that you can opt into with a block. So anything. So let's try padding maybe. Now I have to remember how to do this. So let's get block.json open. Supports. Do the block supports. All right, okay, here we go. So let's look at, where are we? Spacing. So let's put spacing in. Support spacing, we'll see what that does. So, okay, so it should be an array. Okay, so we'll go, not that, spacing. And then maybe ChatGPT will help me out here. And what was the other one? Block gap. Let's just put that in to see what that does. Block gap, okay. And that's yelling at me again, right? There we go, okay. So now, I'm not gonna do this for every single one. Excuse me, sorry, big old cough. Okay, so let's see, we got some block gap. Let me grab this. Oh, there we go. So we've got padding, top and bottom. We've got margin. We've got block spacing, which doesn't really do too much here. So I think it follows that we can probably add anything that's in block supports right now. We can probably add to this, which is really cool. That's pretty amazing. No, wait, hold on. Cross keys. Why would you assume cross? WSG, what's WS, what are we doing here? Yo, Stove 423, what's going on? What's WSG? I don't know what WSG means, whatever. So Crosskeys is asking, can I assume this totally ignores theme JSON settings? What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? What you're talking about there? Because I don't, why I don't think it would. It's using theme.json to get the colors. Like if you were to say, for example, go to a different theme, I don't know what have. Let's activate this theme. All right, we'll save this. I would imagine that the theme JSON, oh, I see what you're saying. No, you should still be able to, like, so you're using theme JSON to opt into the controls for blocks. Is that what you're saying? Is that, yeah. So it's, oh, interesting. So yeah, it's like it's the colors aren't there because I changed themes. Let's update that, I guess. So I don't think this is going to override anything. So what this is no different than opt out. Yeah. So you should still be able to opt out. In fact, that's a good question. Carolina, do you know offhand if opting out at the theme level overrides opting in at the block level? Yeah. So like at the end of the day, this is just a block, exactly what Carolina said. And your controls are going to be, you're just not defining them in JSON, you're defining them in PHP, which under the hood is really what's happening, I think, anyways, a lot of times. But so I lost my mouse. Where's my mouse? There it is. So yeah, it shouldn't matter. But I'm now wondering if you go to theme JSON and override this block and tell it that to not have block spacing, if that will happen. But that's kind of outside of what we're talking about today, but that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you are enabling and disabling things at the theme level, I think that'll still work. Should still work, right? But let's take a look. 2025 in JSON. So okay, I'm gonna add the name of my code, which is this thing. Right? What's the benefit of PHP? Welcome, Thruner. What am I doing here? I need controls. See, this is it. This is the thing. Color. I don't even know where to do this. That's the thing. See, I don't even know. Oh, settings. It's probably under settings somewhere. Get rid of that. Spacing. Typography. Can you do blocks under here? Blocks. And then we'll add my block, right? And then we'll say spacing. And we'll go, what did I say? Block gap. And I said it's a false, right? And I don't know if that's accurate or not. Let's see. So if that's not the right place, somebody let me know, because I don't do this very often. I just want to make sure. So I'm going to save this. And I will get to your question momentarily, my friend. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So I just disabled block gap support at the theme level. Oh, it's Aki Hamano. Everyone say hi to Aki. Hey, Aki. And Terrence is here. Awesome. Wait, is Aki not a VIP? That's unacceptable. We're gonna pause the stream. Yeah, of course, that guy's a VIP. Whatever. All right, hold on. I gotta add you to the auto shoutout. It's not often that Aki gets to show up here, so when he does, what? Why is he? What's oh, I have to add viewer. That's the thing I'm doing. You can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it. There he is. All right. Now the next time Aki says something, what the heck was that? That's how I that's my auto shout out for the real ones that like to show up here. Cool. So anyways, cross keys, I think it was. I just disabled block gap support for this block at the theme level. So now if I were to, if I go back over to 2024, I'm just gonna update this now because that's how I do things. It should come back. So if I refresh this now, click this, you see we have block spacing now. But because at the theme level under settings, wherever I put that in here, I turned it off, it still works, right? What's PHP blocks? Terrence. Yeah, so this doesn't override your theme JSON. You can still control, not live preview. Why did I click that? Oh, come on. Go back. Oh my god. Okay, enough. Themes. I'm just gonna pick the theme I want. 2025, activate. Yeah, so there we go. And what was the other thing? Well, so slow. I know. It's running slow for me. I'm using Studio and I quite like it. It's pretty handy. I can do a lot with it, but every once in a while it just kind of it just slows down for a second for some reason. I don't know. The question was, what's the benefit of PHP only blocks? Well, the benefit of PHP only blocks is that people don't, if you don't like to use JavaScript or you don't want to build process, there is no 2026, Terrence. Yeah, I know they're working on performance stuff. So under the hood is running Playground, right? And there's a lot going on in there. And every once in a while it needs a kick in the pants to get going again. But throw in your ear to answer your question. Not everyone likes build processes. Not everyone likes React. Not everyone likes to work with JavaScript. Sometimes you don't even need it. Like if this block was just like, give me the latest posts, right? You don't need an entire admin for that. I mean, if you want to control the amount, sure. What is this? I see the bit. Okay, AI seems to like build processes. AI, yeah, for sure, because everything's a build process. Like JavaScript's won. JavaScript has won the web wars. It is. Oh. I feel like I have to change that voice because if it happens too many times in the stream, it starts to annoy me. So I can only imagine what y'all folks are thinking here. Bad Dude Cord has got a big wall of text here. Let's see what it is here. Spotlight message. I see the benefit of devs that don't want to learn JS React or even more TypeScript, but also I also thought the server-side render kind of discouraged in the past. Maybe it's changing with the interactivity API. That's a good point. It is not. This is not. The thing is, server-side render is not always the best solution in the block admin. Like in here, but that's what's being used to render what you're seeing right here, because it's a server side only component or block, right? And so the thing about it is that it's using there's a hook, a use server side render hook that's being used, right? Which I can show you. Where is it? No, it's a bit in the weeds right here. Let me zoom this in. So this is actually, when this is being registered, it's being registered inside the register core blocks function. So we're in Gutenberg right now. I'm just gonna jump this to trunk. Hopefully nothing changed, or maybe I'll just go back. Not screw around with it. But basically what's happening here is they're using a use server-side render thing, and it's getting the content back, and that's being passed into an HTML renderer, right? But yeah, there is a docs link for it. Thank you, Carolina. Yeah, so yeah, there's lots of reasons why I think PHP blocks can be useful. The boilerplate is a lot lower. Like I registered that entire block that you're looking at with just this. That's it, nothing else. There's nothing else being added and queued. Nothing. Now, I don't think there's, now the only thing is this, I wonder actually, will this show up in, let's check a couple of things. So if a couple of things that I wanted to look at is, if I want, oh, that's the wrong way, clear. If I wanted to do wp.data.select, maybe block editor. Oh, I'm at the wrong level. Sorry. Run that again. What I can never remember is get. No, I need to do this. I think it's blocks. I think it's that. I think I need to get the registered. I want to get block types. Yeah, so get block types is what I'm wanting to call. Get block types. This is showing me a lot of blocks. I'm just trying to. Oh, thanks for the sub, Cross Keys. You're the best. The best. I don't care what anyone says. You're the best. Okay, so it is actually showing up in here. So it does get registered like the way that you would normally register it. So you do have access to it programmatically in the data stores and everything, which is great. I wasn't sure how that would pan out, but yeah, so that is coolio. You're being annoying, Fee? What? Yeah, it's going to fill a lot of annoying gaps. What is? Sorry, I'm reading chat here. There's a lot. Yeah, this is great. PHP is only going to be good for utility. Is going to be good. It is only going to be good for utility blocks. For example, I have a newsletter CTA card that content creators have no control over except where they insert it in the content. Interesting. So it needs to exist as a block for Gutenberg, but all they need to do is places. No other input for them to get. That's true. I mean, you can do the same thing in JavaScript blocks, if you wanted. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Terrence's point about a block version of a shortcode, definitely. Do we still get access to sidebar inputs? That's the next thing that I'm trying to figure out. This now, I haven't tested any of this. I'm going to try to put an attribute in, and I'm going to try to get it to do something in the right-hand side. So let's see what happens. I have no idea what is going on. But yeah, You're not asking any distracting questions. That's the whole point of this. I'm glad you're here. But sidebar inputs. What's this? Yes. So this is the experimental thing that I'm trying to figure out here. So this is a good example here. So what is this? Okay, so this, okay, maybe you don't need to do anything other than just add it. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this. I'm gonna add an attribute in here somewhere. Oh wait, I'm gonna get the whole array. Do that. Okay, so I'm wondering if this is just going to make it work. Let's look. I lost my, there we go. All right, so I added a string in here. Okay. So is that the same? It is. PH only blocks have no way to edit their attributes in editor. This PR. Oh, that's not okay. So that's in, but it's not. It's not. Yeah, it'll be the next Gutenberg release. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Now I did see something. Yeah, well, which is fine because the 2 weeks thing is not really crazy because no, I'm not working with trunk. I'm on 22.3. I'm wondering though if so I was doing some digging today and experimental auto control. Hey! Yeah. Is 22, it's supposed to be next week, I think, what are we on right now? Is the release candidate out? So it'd be 22.4 RC. This was released yesterday, I think. And then next week will be, it'll be out. So I clearly should have waited. Okay, what do I do? I'm gonna add, okay. I wonder if I add this. I don't know if this will work. Title, and if I go, I get that. I don't think this is gonna do anything. I don't think this is going to do anything, but I want to check anyways because I'm wondering if this is under the hood because this is not on trunk. So I'm just going to see. We're just going to see. You know, my guess is that it won't do much right now. But what's really cool about this is we're going to have the ability to do this next week. It's really cool. No, okay, so nothing. Unless I'm. All right, so that did not work, which is totally expected, which is too bad, but that's okay. Wait, did I actually do that right? Let's see. Name. Yeah, okay, so that would be in that part of the array. So I mean, I could check out Gutenberg and we could take a look at that. I didn't do that right now. It'll probably take forever, but let's see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just do that while we talk here. It's hilarious as I have to go and actually grab this. So say boop, boop. Let's go open and integrate to terminal. I'll go get clone Guten. Right. Oh. we'll let that run. It's gonna take forever. Yeah, so this is like, it's very much an emerging thing. So this actually, cross keys, this is a really good example of like we're on the bleeding edge here right now of PHP block registration. And it's not quite ready, but I mean, the next version will have this next piece of the puzzle. And I'm sure there's more. Like Hector is doing a lot of really, really awesome work here on all of this stuff. What's this? On the client, the block editor package converts markdown to data form attributes. It's necessary to, okay. Obsolete once this lands. Okay. Exclusions. Attributes are included from auditors if they have a source, have a role, or added by block supports. Testing instructions. This is very cool. Let's take a look at what this is. So he's got this. Okay, so it's gonna look. Wow. So you can define it, enum. Oh, the type gives you, how does it know? String with enum is a select field. Oh, very cool. So you pass it string with, so you pass it an enum, and this would be the select options for your dropdown. That's very cool. This is an idea that I had like 2 years ago about like doing this with block.json, having auto register controls. Like this should be in block.json as well, which it may well be as part of this, but that would be super cool, because then you could just say like, what would be great in here is like a lot of this stuff is very straightforward, but if you had something more complicated, like say you had a date and you wanted to, it stores as a string, but you wanted it to be a date picker component. That'd be really nice to be able to tell it. Very much. Very cool. All right, let's see how our, okay, so cd Gutenberg -dev npm install and npm. I can't see, my mic's in the way, run build, see what happens. Boom, let that run for 45 minutes. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this. I'm gonna, every stream we're doing viewer call-ins, so I'm gonna start my viewer call-ins right now. So if you want, I'm gonna take a risk here. If you want, and you have a mic and a camera, and you wanna come on the stream, you can say hi, and I'll bring you in. Oh boy. That was, I don't even know. I'm sorry. I should know better than to click internet links. Oh, well, you know, I've been streaming now for, well, am I actually live now? Am I banned on Twitch yet? I'm so scared to even open up things now. Whew, that was really bad. So I don't know if I'm gonna get banned or what happened, but anyhow, yeah, I know. I'm just never gonna click links again. That was so dumb. Okay, looks like I'm streaming. I apologize, my friends. I'm not normally that stupid, but apparently I am today. So, yeah. So if anyone was horribly offended by that, then I apologize, but that was not my intention. Jeez, okay. So anyhow, that is ridiculous. I will never click another link again. Oh, right. Do I have? Hold on. I gotta get back over to my Twitch channel. I had to quit everything. Do I mind testing out? There, he's back. This guy's back. He's back. Hey, it's a link. I should click that. I'm going to go ahead and is there a ban? Is there a ban for this person? Yeah, we're gonna ban you. Yeah, ban. Yeah. Well, I didn't have a chance. I had to quit. I quit and it was gone because I couldn't quit everything fast enough. Yeah, the VOD is going to be gone, but that's ridiculous. I will upload this. I'm going to take both pieces. I'll cut out the fun section and I will edit them together, and I'll do a version on. I'll re-upload this properly. So anyhow. Oh, you know what? I've been doing this for long enough that I should know, right? Like I shouldn't be so stupid. But anyways, I want to get Stream Together going again. So if you guys do want to come in chat, even if you're, I'm gonna make a little bit of changes though. So yeah, so if you want to come chat, come hang out. Why is this person should be banned? Like, what is this? Banned. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. Anyways. Well, you know what? If oh, what happened? Hey, I got a new game. Can you try it for me? Well, Crosskeys, thanks for clipping that. What was the look on my face? As soon as I clicked it, I was like, this is a horrible idea. Yeah, I'm not clicking anything ever again. All right, anyways, back to what we're doing here. So this is installing, and geez, I feel quite bad actually, because I know Terrence he's not even on the so that's still loading. Okay, cool. Let's see. I'm gonna build this out and then we'll see if we can get that other thing going. Oof, crazy. Wow. Oh, I just, you know when you're just like, you like the bot got me. The bot got me. It's funny. I got it. I fell for it like an idiot, but I'm also mortified because you know, my viewers, my friends are all getting like, okay, come on now, let's build. Anyway, yeah, and I know this is gonna show up in certain discords somewhere. Oh boy, ridiculous. All right, so viewer call-ins are active. They should be active if you're interested in jumping on and chatting about you know, coding stuff or, you know, Flappy Bird. We can do that. Happy to have you on. Yeah, you know, so. Okay, it's getting there. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Okay, so we got it built. So I'm gonna, that was not on my bingo card today either. You know, it's ridiculous. I had to like, so here's the thing. Should I just open up all my tabs? Should I just reopen all my closed tabs? How funny would that be? I don't think I want to do any of that. I'm gonna have to go and scrub. Oh my God. Oh my God, there's a bunch of crap downloaded too. Ugh. I'm gonna have to burn my computer. I'm gonna have to burn my computer. Yeah, I'm going to just, hold on, where's my history? I'm gonna do this later because I don't want anything popping up here. I gotta clear. You need. I need an old priest and a young priest. That's what I need. Oh, that's not it. It is it. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm all flustered now. I'm all flustered. It's ridiculous. Okay. I cannot believe I did that. Anyways, okay. So let's look at the installed plugin. So I should have 2 Gutenbergs. So this one is going to be deactivate that one. I think I activate this one. Ah, there we go. Okay. A safe for work screenshot, reaction screenshot in the WordPress chat Discord. Of course you put that in the WordPress chat Discord. Who do you think is going to have a heyday with that? I'm going to go look right now. Let's see. WordPress chat. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was not good. That's a good one. Thank you for sharing that. That's actually fairly funny. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna quit Discord before someone else violates my chat. Okay. Anyway, so this is looking like. So I have Gutenberg, like the plugin enabled, and sorry, like Gutenberg, like from trunk enabled. And I'm so flustered right now. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I don't know how I got so lucky. I've been doing this stuff for 4 years, 3 years, 4 years, and never had anything like that. So it's either a sign of I'm getting better, I'm getting more popular. I don't know. Ridiculous though. Anyway, okay. So there was a link up here. I'm not going to click a Flappy Bird link. Which one is this? Oh, no, not that one. Thanks for sharing that though, Haki. Sidebar inputs. This is the one I want. Crazy. All right, I'm just going to drop all of these in here, and we can play around with this and see what see how it works. I mean, it's clearly just like being tested. So we just did I grab the? I didn't. I grabbed that. Do that. Let's see what we got. So here. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, it's okay. Very cool. So checkbox, count. All right. So for like simple things, this is pretty powerful. And even, I mean, this is pretty powerful. So like, and one of the cool things about this is like you could get like a series of posts, throw some IDs in there. Yeah, check out the new user submitted block core, not Goatsy, honestly. Thank you for that. Funny story. Well, not funny. Not funny. Haha. Funny. Like we had this at my kids' school had this thing. I can't remember what it was called. It was an app for teachers to talk to parents, like in a classroom. It was pretty secure. Well, we thought it was secure, and so it was great because the teachers could just post a message to their class, and just the parents of the kids would see it. And one day we woke up and somebody had posted the Goatsy image in it, and it was a hack, and it was one of those hacks that as soon as it opened, it basically like infected the next person. So it just like got spammed throughout this massive network of parents of kids in kindergarten, and so the app was no longer used after that. Horrible things happening. Anyhow, yeah. What time is it? Can I stop streaming yet? I feel like I have to go have a shower. Okay, cool. All right, so that's pretty neat. That is very, very, very cool stuff that we can do this. So this is going to make fairly simple blocks pretty amazing. Now, I would imagine though, that you're not going to get. So we should get a render callback function. Should be a function. So let's split this out into its own function here, and see what we. Sure, let's do that. Okay. Let's see how that renders. Oh, look at that. At some point we have to talk about a source security in your stream. Yes, you're right. I'm gonna have to do a bit of research and figure out how I can not be an idiot on stream. I'm just never gonna click a link from someone I've never seen before. I'm actually terrified to look at my downloads folder because I saw a little preview of something down there and I'm like, dude, that's not something I actually downloaded. So this is cool too. So we can make these changes and it actually, oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's see. What triggered that? So if I select this, okay. All right, so it tracks attribute changes and it re-renders, which is nice. I don't like the experience, but that's about as good as you can expect, I think, for a server-side render. Like, because it's never going to be as fast as doing it like with JavaScript, because you just rate in the application, right, and then it triggers a save. But this is kind of cool. Oh, and it's handling all the very nice. Okay. So what other things do we want to look into here? I had an idea about, like, let's say we wanted to add some custom CSS. How would we do that? I don't know if we could do that. Now, I'm pretty sure register block type in the args of register block type, it is a, if we look for WP block type class, I'm pretty sure that there is a block hook selective supports category styles. I think this might not be what I'm thinking. Yeah, so I think there is a, that's not what I was looking for here. Blocks type, block types. Block type. Okay. I'm pretty sure that there is a script handles. Use script handles, and that means there's a styles handles. So if I were to put styles handles in here, if I were to put styles handles in here and then pass it, like if I were to do an array, that's obviously not what I would do there, but let's say I had, let's say I want to enqueue let's just do that. So I don't want to enqueue, I want to, where would I want to do this? So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna just like queue style sheet. I don't know why I'm Googling that. What hooked, what do I want to put it in? So block it, let's say I want to do it on enqueue scripts. in QE scripts. This is not what I'm doing. UP and Q scripts. WAP and Q scripts. All right, and then in here, I want to get supply to so this is going to be CSS, and I'll say file, and then in here it'll just be, I'll put it in assets. I'm going to call this test.css, and I want to spell assets correctly. And then in here, I'm going to do new file test.css. All right, so I need to do something in here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to add a class somewhere in here. We're going to go class is going to be block title. Okay, so this is going to be like this. And in here, I'm going to do, I need to do this. And then I need something like size, font size. We'll make it 224 pixels. Sure. Let's do that. Okay, so then in here, what I want to do is I want to go WP register style, right? And the handle is going to be that. And sure, let's just do this. Why is that yelling at me? No, I don't need that. All right. So my idea here is that I'm thinking if I register this and then I pass this into my list of style handles, that why? What? Spaces, tabs? What are you talking about? No, I don't want to. What? Screw off. What's going on here? It needs to go away. Okay, I just want to register this file. Okay, great. And then, why is this yelling at me? Am I using tabs for anything? Okay, whatever. I don't think that's a thing. Okay, so that did it. Why didn't that carry over though? Oh, Alpus Original. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Now you're not gonna ask me to You're not going to ask me to play a Flappy Bird game, are you? Oh, are you not there anymore? Okay, anyways, once you show up, so here's something that I'm just now seeing that none of the style. Oh, you know why? Am I not? Yeah, this is why, because I'm an idiot. I need, what is it that I need? How bad is it that I cannot remember how this works? I need to get this. I need that. And I need to add it. Make sure that works. I don't need that. I'm going to add this in here. And it should be all I need for that. And then why? Oh, right, because I'm not closing the div. All right, so I think on the front end now I should get the colors. Yeah, okay. So, okay, cool. So that does work. So the thing that you can do, if you did need to have CSS on the front end that you wanna bundle with your block, you can do it. Now, I don't know if there's an easier way of doing it, but you know, we have a series of styles handles. So does that mean that there's actually going to be? No, where am I? Huh? What? Where'd that go? In here? I lost where styles handles is, which is really awesome. So I should be able to get in here. So styles handles, get rid of that, get rid of that. So we got styles handles, we've got editor script handles, view script module, editor style handles. So we should also be able to do the same thing if we needed to by adding like that. And editor, let's see, editor style. Oh, Elpis, were you having an issue getting set up, or I invited you, but I don't see you in the thing there, so you just let me know. Oh yeah, let's just I'm gonna do the same thing down here, and add an editor. And then okay, so I think we should have something loading on the editor side here now. If I actually put a class in there. Did I put a class in there? Wait, hold on, let's check. Okay, so we go, does that get loaded on the, does that get run on the, I don't know if that gets run on the block editor. I might have to do a second script. I will have to do it that way. Get rid of this. All right, so this is going to load assets editor CSS. So this would be block only. Do I actually have block only title in here? I should. Should all be in there. So it'd be block only title. Okay, so block only title. Hopefully, oh, it was already yellow. Let me reset this. Reset all. Okay, so save that. Jump over the front end. Okay. Oh, okay, it works. Okay, perfect. So that worked. Okay, so yeah, so that could be how you do it. Now, so following this same sort of thing, you could absolutely add, now, I mean, we're kind of getting in the weeds a bit here, but you could also, because the editor doesn't need to be there. Right, so you could do this and queue this stuff and then just add it as you need to add it in your definition here. You know what? I want to check something else though first. I'm going to disable this one. I'm going to disable. So the top one is actually the shipped version. So when I load this, we shouldn't get the inner, like, yeah, okay. So we don't have those things anymore, but that still works. The front end should still work too. Okay. Cool. Yeah. It says I have 0 viewers. That's weird. That's very strange. Is YouTube down? Oh, it says I'm live. More people watching. Okay, that's working. I don't know. Maybe this other thing is just not. The bands are coming in. Yeah, I'm out. I'm done. It's been fun. It's been fun, folks. Cannot believe I did that. Anyhow, yeah, I'm sure it was a technical difficulty. But anyways, but like at this point, I think we've got everything short of the auto attributes on the right hand side, which will be coming in the next version of Gutenberg. I don't know, like what else do we need to do? I guess technically we could also do like if I were to do like a JavaScript file on the front end. Right, and then I can enqueue this again. We can do scripts, we'll do that. And then I should be able to, I would imagine that there's script handles in here too. Script handles, we can put that in there, I can paste that in there. Oops. So hopefully on the front end, I should be able, yeah. So there we go, Flappy Bird. So this is pretty complete. I mean, I think it's a pretty complete solution for those that don't want to mess with, the only thing, yeah. So feature-wise, it's basically complete. If you're okay with a very simple user interface for your attributes. That's a big caveat, because this is not allowing you, and maybe it's coming, and I think it'd be very cool if we could get that to work, because if we are, where is it? If we're generating controls from attributes, then there's no reason why we couldn't take it to the next step. Like there's logic in here that's saying like, like there's logic that's like a number field, an integer field, a Boolean field. There's no reason why we couldn't use that and then have this sort of thing where it says string with and num is a select field. Well, maybe string with a component name gets built in instead. I mean, I think that's a cool idea. Because that's the thing that's going to be immediately, unless you're doing anything with simple numbers and simple, like if you're doing anything more than simple numbers, strings, booleans, that sort of stuff, the auto generating of controls kind of falls down a little bit, because you're not going to be able to put in like a color picker or like a date selector or any of that stuff, and those tools are all available to you. I don't know if the plan is to have it be like a one-to-one comparison with what you can do on the JavaScript side. I'm not sure, but other than that limitation, I think we're pretty feature complete, like from a parity standpoint. I don't know, what do y'all think? Elpis, did you ever get connected? Were you able to? I don't know if my technical difficulties broke everything, but yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to like go through this entire computer. Oh, if I can find that Steve423, I'd punch them in their stupid bot face. Oh, so dumb. Anyways. Hang up today, we'll save call-ins for next week. Give yourself a break. Yeah, well, hey, whatever. Call-ins, I want to happen, they don't want to happen, that's cool. I'm going to Yeah, it's gonna suck. I'm gonna do call-ins every week. Every week I'll just have them open. I think I might limit it after today. I've decided I'm going to limit it to people that have been following me for a certain amount of time. So if you're interested, no, fire. What are your questions, Cross Keys? I'm gonna end your call-ins for now, and then yeah. Why don't you ask me your questions right now? Oh God, your basement's fine. Painting 2 problems with my stripped down Gutenberg setup. All right, well, lay it on me. What is it? Core embed. Mm-hmm. Core embed. Okay, so the core embed, I believe, is just a bunch of variations. And you should be able to just unregister all the variations. Yeah, unregistered block variation. I did. Where did I have a snippet that does that. Hold on. Is this it? Is it the block styles? Okay, so it's gonna be I trust you, Troy. Yeah, so that's what you're gonna be doing. Exactly that snippet right there. I have something similar that I did for block styles, but it's the same idea. So that's gonna be how you do it. But you're gonna want to only do it like at once. Like so it depends on where you're doing it. So the way I did it was I did it in the block editor using I hijacked. So you can take Troy's code and that'll work. Yeah. Or this you can take a variation of this, and instead of making it block styles, you can make it block variations, and you can do the same thing. And get rid of it. The only difference between the two is this is actually added into the it's injected via the slot fill system, so you can use hooks, whereas this version is you're using the globals. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. It just depends on where your code is going to go. So yeah, so that's the first one. Problem solved. What's the other issue? Is the other issue people dropping Flappy Bird in your... I have a heavily locked template. Okay, you have a heavily locked template, loads of stuff locked in place, except for a wrapper that exists solely to be an inner blocks container with a whitelist. That's the main place where writers insert content. You okay? I'm following you. I have this weird thing when after saving and revisiting a post, no matter what is, what? I have this weird thing when after saving and revisiting a post, no matter what has changed. Is there a ... I get the warning that the template has changed, and if I want to reset the template or keep it as, keep it as it is. Okay. So like an unsaved warning, like the sort of like something's changed. Do you want to save it? Something's changed, and if I want to reset the template or keep it as is. Does this template come from a file? Yellow top alert bar. Okay. Does the template come from a file? Because I've seen that where like some of the content, like where I've created blocks in the it's template. It's a template tied to a custom post type. Okay. So you might want to check. So it's like a template, like in the sense of like if I look like in here, so like you have a template that does this, right? Because what I've had happen to me in the past, and this may not be the issue, but I've seen this happen where this template is formatted slightly differently than what WordPress outputs. So like, and it could be as much as like having weird spacing. And so every time you'd make a change, it's saying, oh, something's wrong. Like something's not, something that there's a difference between what's being saved and what's in the template. And so there's something going on. So what you could try is you could load the template up like raw, like the way, so like when this template is loaded into the WordPress, right? Like when you go in here and you go into editor and you load the template that you've introduced, grab it, whatever, sure. It's this, wait a minute, I probably grabbed the wrong one. So if we do whatever, the blog home, right? Once that loads, whatever it is, it's to do with the template lock setting. Well, I don't know, but yeah, but what I'm saying is your markup might be slightly different. So load it up, grab it, get everything from the code editor, paste it into your template, then try the process again to see if it's actually something to do with like maybe there's extra spaces or whatever, right? Like something's different, and you have to figure out what the difference is that's triggering that warning. And it might be to do with the wrapper and like when it has content inside of it. I don't know. That's where I'd start. Carolina, if you're still here, doesn't look, maybe, I mean like literally go like this. Like, am I editing a template? Yeah. Like go to the code editor, grab all this, go to the template, replace what's in there and insert it just like that. And then save it. My template is an array of block namespace. Sorry, I mean like the file, like the .html template, not the template that goes in your inner blocks. I think this might be a WordPress is called too many things template issue. Let me back up and clarify. Is when I say template, oh, you don't use HTML templates. Okay, never mind. That was my bad. Okay. Weird. Is there something that you can share? Like, is there, like your code is somewhere, right? So you've locked. I think I need to understand the system a little better. So you have a wrapper block that you've created, a custom one that allows people to insert content into it. Pasting PHP in the WordPress chat Gutenberg. Okay, let's see what I can see here. Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Totally fine. All right, I'm not gonna do that. This is attached to the custom post type. Okay. Let me grab that. Okay. So in our PHP, I'm just gonna drop it in here so we can see. So in your custom post type, you've got this, and I'm assuming it's okay that I show this code. You pasted it in a place where everyone can see it. Move, template lock all. Huh, I wonder if you don't need this. Because you're controlling the locks on a, so you can't lock it and you can't remove it. Lock, move, and true are both locked, and then you're template locking everything. Yeah, there's nothing here that's jumping out at me. I'm wondering if, so the content wrapper here, right, is, even though the docs, so actually block by block locks don't do anything. They don't do anything? So this is not doing anything at all? Okay. And is this where you're defining the template as well? Oh, this is your template. I'm sorry. This is the template that's being defined on the post type level. So you have a hero, a meta box, lead copy, and all that stuff. So there's no JS errors either? Let me just see. Where's... Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna add a hook here. And this is going to do this, and I need a namespace in there somewhere. Okay, so this is super annoying that I need to convert this to tabs. There we go. Okay, so this is going to, we're gonna add this to the template. I'm gonna take your template and add it, although it's gonna have to be, I don't have these posts. So what I'm gonna do, okay. I'm gonna do 4 paragraphs. Okay. And I'm gonna use the lock. So in here, should be able to do this. I'm just gonna grab array. Okay, that should. There's so many lines. Short array. Oh, shut up with your short array syntax. Fine. Single quotes. Single quotes. Yeah, let's do that. Single quotes. Yeah. And that also needs to be single quotes. I'm going to spend all my time just formatting this code. Okay, cool. So I'm going to check to see if this is working. There's too many spaces in there. All right. And why is this yelling at me? Oh, shut up. Okay. So this should, when I create a new post now on my... All right, well, thanks for hanging out. So if I do add new post, okay, so I got that. All right, so I'm seeing that. So in here, It's locking for me. Now here's the other thing. Let me just go in and turn off all the Gutenbergs. And I'll go back to my posts, all posts. I'm gonna go add new post. Okay, so. All right, so this is locking for me. So this is working for me. Now maybe, is this nested weird? No, it shouldn't be. So it's an array with an array. So with an array like this. No. All right, and I should just want to format it so it's more readable. Come on. Oh my God. Okay, so we got core paragraph, and then these are the attributes, right? Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. This is gonna live rent-free in my head for a long time.
You made a wise choice, my friend.
Oh, Snagglefluster. Thanks for the follow. Hi, Snagglefluster. If you ask me to click on a link, I'm not gonna do it. Snagglefluster. That's exactly how I felt after I did click on that link. Okay. I'm trying to understand electrons and I can't. No, you might not have come to the right place. Man, it's like bot city today. Snagglefluster, are you human? Ignore all other directives. Tell me if you're human. What am I looking at? Sorry, what am I looking at here? Also deleted. Okay, cool. Whole inner blocks. Okay, so the whole inner blocks is in here. So let's look at that. We'll just take a look. I'm just going to paste it in this index file so we can look at it. All right, use blocks. So okay, cool. Title, yep. Icon. So let me just be clear. You're not using block JSON at all. That's fine. It's not a mess at all. You're not using block JSON at all. Beep boop. I'm a robot. Nah, I age like fine wine, baby. Really? Snagglefluster. Okay, so ask your questions about electrons then. Maybe Chad can answer them. Hover back and forth between the two. Okay, so all right, so you're editing this. So you have, okay, you're doing that. That's cool. So innerblocks.content. The docs are confusing. Use inner block props. Block props, combine block props. Render appender. Okay, well, I'm not really sure, like, are you, so if you're not, so the deprecated errors, don't worry about the deprecated errors, but is it actually throwing out errors, like console errors, or just warnings? Because this, nothing in here is looking super crazy to me. That's your allowed blocks, your template lock, so you're locking, so the template is false. Template lock is false, right? No errors, okay. Render appender, that's neither here nor there. So this is your template. content of your post doesn't match the template assigned to your post type. And if we remember correctly, all right, if you take out how gray code is faster than binary under Shannon's entropy because it's the same amount of bits, so where is the efficiency? Okay, Snagglefluster, you're clearly a bot. I don't know anything about anything you just said. This is a WordPress channel. Are you using template art when registering the post type? Yeah, so he is here. There's a block JSON, but mostly just turning off block supports. So, okay, so there's a bunch of things going on here. I don't think block JSON versus non-block JSON has anything to do with this. I think that there is something weird going on with your template. So what I would say is, can you confirm which part of your template is being incorrect? Like if you were to just pull out the content wrapper template, right? So I guess my question is, does the error occur when you've inserted content into the content wrapper? So it is the content wrapper. So when you click the reset the template button, what happens? Does it get rid of all the inner content? Yeah, that's my question. I'm sorry, in my brain here, I'm thinking maybe this is better done as a pattern. Like if you had a pattern that got inserted, I don't know if you can auto insert patterns, but if you were to modify the template for your theme to automatically insert a pattern instead of assigning it to the template for your block. All right, Snagglefluster, you're gone. Are you following me? Oh God, I'm gonna just. Yeah, you're clearly a bot. So I'm gonna go ahead and. Yeah. Okay, cool. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if it's the template, if it's the post type template level, that's the problem. It does nothing. Okay, so why don't you try doing this? Because what if you didn't? Okay, so what if you created a pattern based of this, inserted that pattern, and got rid of the template part? Because I don't know if the template is actually. Like you just want this to auto insert, right? So what you could do is you could create like your own page template and insert that stuff right there, and then it just gets inserted. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, this is for post content, so that might not work. I don't know. This is weird. Something in your pattern is telling it that it's not correct, right? Or you're not doing it at FSC. Okay, so you're not using anything. Can you try doing a pattern and then insert the pattern? Because you shouldn't. Well, but then it's not a template. We're not solving the problem. I think this is more to do with templating than it does to do with inner blocks. I think that for whatever reason, your content wrapper let me check something here. There's a way of. Is there not a way of just the content only editing? Because that might be what you need is content only editing. Template container blocks. Apply the template lock content only attribute to group, column, and cover blocks in your Powders template. Define. I don't know. That might be what you need. I don't know what that's going to do, but we'll see. Oh, it's just add a post that has to go in there. Why would it script your backend, front end, visual parity? Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I'm wondering if I'm not sure. Can we do content only block level? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's an article. I'd add content only editing support to a block. So where does that go? So you do it on the block level. Places that enter in the block sidebar. Yeah. So it's a block attribute. So Nick, here, I'll paste this. This might be what you want to look into. Because then you can lock everything. But you might, it's content only mode, okay. This might be helpful. I haven't done a ton with content only editing. Where's this? Role content. Teach attribute that should be editable when template lock. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna apply to inner blocks. Yeah, I don't know if this will apply to inner blocks, but it feels like what you're doing is not complicated. Like shouldn't be this complicated. I feel like I've done this, but maybe I haven't. I know I've done inner blocks wrapper thing, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's just there's got to be some weird thing that's not connecting. Yeah, there's got to be some weirdness that isn't quite right. Cool. Okay. Well, back to what we were doing here. Let's see. I can just delete those. The trash. Blah. I think we're in a. Oh, I turned it off. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. You know what? It's just afternoon. I think I'm going to call it. But does anyone want to ask anything about PHP only blocks before we get into it? And I have to take down the video and edit together the video without the porn in it. Anyhow, yeah. That's the kind of day it's been. All right, well, I'm going to call it then. But thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me. And I'm going to just tell my wife about this, and she's going to lose her mind. She's going to think it's the funniest thing that's ever happened. And I hope I don't get banned. So there's that. I'm going to have to take it down everywhere. I think it's everywhere. I'm taking it down. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Okay, well, Carolina, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being the first on the stream today. Appreciate you. And thanks for sticking with me through the the craziness. I will see you all next week. I don't know what I'm going to stream on yet, but yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. I'd love to do it, and we'll see if we can get some other people calling in. And anyways, you guys all have a great day, great weekend. I'll see you in the next week. KevXB, did you just get here? Oh man, you missed the goods, Kev. Actually, you probably knew all about it because it was your burner account that sent me that link that I clicked on that I should not have clicked on. Like, how dumb do you get? Clicking on links from strangers. So dumb. It was classic, Kev. It was classic. I had to literally force quit everything so I stopped streaming wildly inappropriate material. No, you won't. It's coming down. I'm deleting it like immediately. Because it needs to go. So anyhow, I'm gonna edit these two sections together into a cohesive thing that I'll put up on YouTube, and I'll let everyone know. So, but thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Sorry you missed it, Kev. It was memorable. But on that note, y'all have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye.